Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Hens back with another video, and in today's video we're going to be talking about exactly what's going to be happening with the Women's Team of the Year and my predictions for what to invest in, what they're going to cost. Obviously we're going to go over again who they're going to be, and exactly which ones are going to be worth it, and why I think you should actually be keeping an eye out and starting to save up now to look at making one of these cards, because as you can see here I have 300,000 coins already saved up for this new event, and I'm planning on making at least one of them. And as you can see here from my collection, I also have Tavares and Laner here. They're gonna help me get some more coins, so I should be about 500 600k come tomorrow night when they do come out. However, I'm gonna go over exactly when to build them, etc, etc. So before we get started, let's hop over to my old video here that I posted about a week ago from today, going over exactly who the Women Team of the Year cards are. So this is on the NHL Hut Reddit. I think it's since been deleted, but luckily we have documentation on my video. So obviously Marie-Philippe Poulin is going to get one, along with Amanda Kessel, Taylor Heese, who was the other one? Jenny Hirakowski, and Danila Pejsova, and then finally the goalie was Enreni DBN. Sorry for the pop-up there. Now, the question is, who's going to be worth it to make, and why should you be saving up for them? So, first things first, let's hop back over to NHL. And if any of you guys know, or any of you guys have played with any of the women cards, you would know that they're actually way better than the men cards of their size, if that makes sense. So, for example, somebody like Artemi Panarin, who is 5'10" and like 170 pounds, in this game, plays way worse than Marie-Philippe Poulin, who's 5'6" and like 150 pounds. And the reason for that is just simply because the women cards have boosted stats that make them very good for their respective size. So their strength and their balance is way higher, but the pros that you get with having a smaller team or a smaller player is that they're very agile. Their hands are usually very good, putting the stick left to right on the right joystick. That's what's going to really be good with these cards. So I do think that these cards are going to be viable, and I also do think they're going to be viable all year. So here's why I think you should make them. Now, first things first, there is going to be only two that I would recommend making, and that is going to be Marie-Philippe Poulin, and then either Heese or Kessel, whichever one is faster, but probably Heese because she is right-handed. I'm personally not going to make her unless she looks insane, but definitely Poulin is going to be great for you guys. So if you guys are interested in making Poulin, she's going to be amazing, and she's going to slot right here perfectly on my second line left wing. And the reason that I'm making her is, as I said before, if you guys have used her before, she's amazing in game, and I highly recommend you guys start saving them now. Now, how are we going to start saving up for these cards? Well, the biggest thing to do is, what I would say is, invest in fodder, but not today. Do it on Wednesday of next week, and that's when you're going to want to build the cards, okay? So, as we saw today, or on yesterday, from when I'm recording this video, today's Thursday, yesterday was Wednesday, and the day before, so Tuesday and Wednesday, we saw that new 81 plus Ultimate Choice Pack come out, and that crashed the market. If we check now, we can see that 86s now on PS5, this are going for about 22,000 coins, 22,000 coins. But on Tuesday, when they dropped that pack, they were going for about like 17 or 18,000 coins. And that's what we're going to be looking out for on Wednesday, is the champs and those any good packs that come out. They're going to make these cards very attainable, because people are not going to be wanting to really build them, because they're obviously not as appealing as the men cards. So I do think that they're going to be cheaper in terms of total cost. I just don't know if they're going to be cheaper in terms of collectibles. And that's the big mystery thing that we're going to talk about today, is are they going to be more or less collectibles than the men's team of the year? Now, from a business perspective, you would think that your customers, when you release the men's team of the year, EA is going to think that their customers, spend all their coins, all their money to get these men's team of the year cards, and they're really not going to care about the women's team of the year cards. So what the problem with that is EA has a problem here where they know that people are out of coins and out of money right now, so they either have to do one of two things to make people want to buy these women team of the year cards. The first one is make them absolutely insane cards, the best cards in the game, even better than the men's cards. That's the first thing that they can do. And that's very hard to do because these men's cards have some of the best abilities in the game. So I really don't think that the women's cards are going to simply be able to be better than these men's cards. So that's why I think the second alternative, which is making them cheaper in terms of collectible cost, is going to be the alternative that's going to be the outcome for this event. So my prediction, now I'm not going to be, I don't know if I'm going to be right on this. This is a bold prediction. It is not something that's set in stone. It's probably the least likely option, but I do think that the women's team of the year cards are going to be substantially cheaper than the men's ones. And not, I don't mean like 5 collectibles cheaper. I mean like 10 to even, 15 collectibles cheaper. 25 to 30 collectibles per card is what I'm going to guess them at. With the X factor, I'm going to say 12 to 18, somewhere in that range. But with that being said, this is just a prediction. I have no insider knowledge on this. Obviously on Friday, right before the event comes out, so tomorrow, right before the event comes out, I'm going to be streaming, and they're going to be doing a live stream of, what exactly the cards are going to look like. So we'll know right then and there. If you guys want to know if any of these cards are worth it, stop by the stream. Link is in the description. This video is going to be going live on the day of the event, so it's going to be going live in the morning, the day of the event. So if you guys are interested in that, drop a like, drop a subscription, and drop a follow on Twitch, because that'll help you out a lot, knowing which ones of these cards are worth it to make. If we hop over to the collection here, we know now the other part of this, the woman team of the year thing. So I'm sorry, I'm all over the place with this. It's just there's a lot of stuff that I need to talk about. The other part of this woman team of the year, these cards coming out that are a bit of a mystery to me, is how they're going to be upgraded, because obviously the women's teams don't have necessarily an NHL. They have their own leagues, but they're not sanctioned by EA Sports, so they are not able to use those cards in the game. They can only use their country cards, so their IHF cards, which is why Marilee Philippe-Land, for example, is on Team Canada rather than her league team. But what is going to happen is we don't know when these cards are going to be upgraded. With the men's cards, there's a metric. You can see on the NHL, like if McDavid scores a hat-trick one game, he's probably going to get a prime time. However, with somebody like Marilee Philippe-Land, we don't know, other than when they have the international tournaments, when they're going to get upgrades. So they're only going to be able to get charity upgrades, which are the upgrades that they give to injured players or players who aren't playing, just to give them an upgrading game to keep them up with the progression curve. So that's what I think is going to happen with these women's cards. So we don't know exactly when they're going to upgrade, which makes them a little bit risky. And then even beyond that, cards like Taylor Heese, the right-handed forward from the event, she's not even in the game at all, because she plays for a college team. And so she's not in the game currently. So I don't know how she's going to get any upgrades at all unless she gets like an MSP down the line. So she's a bit of a risky one to make. However, cards like this Amanda Kessel here are in the game, and she does look pretty decent, all things considered. I feel like the women's team of the years are going to get a bit of a boost. She looks okay in game. She's fast for an 83 overall, but she's not anything, outstanding. She is right-handed though, which is going to be good because we need, some right-handed wingers in the game. She's going to probably be good when her team of the year releases. I'm going to guess that it's going to be a +6 on this card, which means 93 speed, 93 acceleration. So not as fast as some of the men ones, but she's still going to be good in game. She is a little bit smaller though than some of the other women cards, so we don't know for sure. But yeah, that's my prediction. I think that they're going to be cheaper. We're not going to know when they're going to upgrade, so that gives a little bit of mystery to the cards. And the last thing that I want to say is the defenseman cards. I know they're going to be fast. I know they're probably both going to get truculence or something like that, and they're going to be their cards are going to look really good, but I just don't know if they're going to be worth it for their size, because their stick length isn't going to be as long to hit poke checks and stuff like that, and I just don't see a world in which, their women's team of the year defensemen are going to be really worth it to make. Obviously, we'll figure that out tomorrow, and I will be streaming, like I said. But yeah, with that being said, to sum it up, we don't know when they're going to be upgraded. I think they're going to be cheaper. The women defensemen aren't worth it, and they're going to be the best to build on Wednesday of next week, or if they release another 81 Plus Ultimate Choice pack or a similar pack to that, that's when they're going to be the best to build. But with that being said, I thank you all so much for watching this video. I hope you guys have a great day. Follow my Twitch in the description down below if you want to watch the stream live tomorrow. I'm probably going to be going live at around, I don't even know, 2-3 o'clock Eastern time. But with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye, guys.